Yo, what's up? My name is Petrowski, and today's video is a special one because I'm going to be showcasing my shiny collection and kind of going through some of the stories and thought process behind them and just be casually talking, hanging out with you guys, and just showing off my collection. So, first things first, I have 8 OT shinies, which means I caught them personally and I encountered them. And then I have one shiny that I actually bought off of a viewer for a decent price. That's kind of a semi-comp Blossom, and it's a really cute Pokemon. So I thought I'd buy that from him for a fair price, and it's from a viewer. So I thought it was like a cool. He wanted to sell his OT. I always recommend not to sell your OT, but he wanted to, and I thought it was a cool way to kind of commemorate that and still keep it within the family, I don't know, keep it within the group. So I thought that was cool. But my shinies are listed here in timeline order of which I found them. And I need to lay out a little bit of groundwork, I guess. I've been playing PokeMMO since 2013, and currently I have around 3,265 hours on this account. I've easily, I've spent a long time playing this game, and I've easily spent the most amount of time in this game. Like, the activity that I've done the most is shiny hunt, especially early on in my career, or in my, quote-unquote career, PokeMMO career. Back in the day, I was known for doing a ton of single encounter shiny hunting because hordes didn't exist yet. Way back in the day, I don't remember what year hordes were added, but it changed shiny hunting dramatically, obviously. Adding Sweet Scent and adding hordes were a huge deal. But pre-hordes, I used to spend days at a time, multiple days in a row, just single encounter hunting over and over again. I would stay up for insane amounts of hours. I remember back in around 2014, I would do like 50 to 75 hour long streams. I was a very eccentric kid, and I would do crazy stuff like this. I would skip school, stream for 75 hours, and run up and down at Memorial Pillar and shiny hunt Hoppip. And I never got it until many years later. And that's where I want to start my journey. So I used to shiny hunt all the time, and I didn't get my first shiny until February 20th, 2021. So this year. I've been playing since 2013. I didn't get my first shiny until I had 2,200 hours in this game, and it's crazy because I just spent so much of my time shiny hunting. It wasn't like I was playing the game and AFKing in Vermilion, or I was playing the game and playing PvP or doing other stuff. I shiny hunted a ton, so it was pretty insane. And my dream shinies in this game, my favorite Pokemon have always been, first of all, Shuckle, second of all, Stunfisk, third of all, Hoppip, and then fourth of all, Surskit. Those are like the 4 main Pokemon that I really wanted shiny, and now I have them all, and I'm honored and I'm blessed, and what a journey to get here. Really lucky with that. But let's talk about Stunfisk. So Stunfisk, I always wanted shiny, and I was always looking forward to it before 5th gen even came out. I was like, man, I can't wait for Stunfisk. I hope it's an easy hunt. We'll see. But before Stunfisk came out, I always hunted Hoppip, and I never got it. So anyways, let's jump forward. 5th gen comes out. Stunfisk comes out. I hunt it a ton. I do single encounters. I hoard it. I do whatever I can do. I hunt it for so much time, dude. But at this point, I'm like so, I guess, sick of the game. This is like 2016. I'm so like sick of the game or like burnt out. I can't bring myself to shiny hunt like I used to. So I stop. I come back to the game at around 2021, and I've really taken interest in shiny hunting alongside playing RuneScape, which was my main game at the time. So I play RuneScape, I shiny hunt on the side as kind of a break from RuneScape, and I started tracking my encounters. I easily went 200 to 300,000 encounters dry over the amount of years and the amount of hours. It's impossible to know for sure, but that's my guesstimate. Just tracking my encounters, I started tracking my encounters at, I believe, around 2,000 or like 2,100 hours, and I ended up getting around 19,000 or around 20. It was between 19 to 20,000 encounters before getting my Stunfisk. So that was like just starting from tracking encounters and then all the previous encounters. So it was pretty insane to start tracking encounters, and feel like I'm getting somewhere. The worst part about shiny hunting in PokeMMO and Pokemon in general is that it's what I call a fruitless grind until you achieve that reward or until you get that shiny. And there's never a guarantee that you'll get that shiny. So adding an encounter counter really, really helps to that mental and to that grind of, oh, I'm getting, a certain amount of encounters every day. But anyways, Stunfisk was my hunt of choice because I knew that Shuckle was impossible. I never dreamed of getting a shiny Shuckle. It's such a rare shiny in the game. For those who don't know, you can only encounter it by rock smashing in the Safari Zone, and you have to respawn the rocks, and it's a big pain, or breed for it. It's a very, very expensive shiny to breed for. I thought it was impossible, so I never even dreamed of it. But I was like, okay, Stunfisk is a decent alternative. I can 5 times hoard it, and then after I get that, I'll move over to Hoppip. And I didn't know if there was a 5 times Hoppip spot at that point yet, but I would shiny hunt Skip Bloom a lot on Memorial Pillar and Hoppip there. But anyways, I finally get my Stunfisk. I'm overjoyed. The curse is broken. It feels surreal. I finally got my first shiny Pokemon in PokeMMO, and I'm from this point on, it feels the same way, or it feels the same as the first time I got my first 99 in Old School RuneScape. When I first got my first 99 in Old School RuneScape, which was actually mining, which is a pretty long one, one of the longest ones in the game. It was like a breaking down a door. It's breaking down a barrier, and once you realize, oh, I can do this, then everything starts to fall into place and you really start doing it. Once I got my first 99, I realized, oh, I can max an account. And then I did it, and then I also maxed the UIM on RuneScape. But it's similar for Pokemon, where after I got my Stunfisk, I had a huge surge of confidence and a huge surge of understanding of saying, hey, I can do this. And I could make an entire video on my Shuckle and my Hoppip and the stories behind them because they are insane, and I will do that in the future. But after breaking down that door, I realized, hey, I can get a shiny Shuckle. And my plan was I was buying Shuckles off the GTL. Any Shuckle that had 20 plus HP, 20 plus defense, and 20 plus special defense, because you only need 3 stats for a Shuckle for it to be competitive, I was buying off the GTL if they cost less than 10k. So what I was doing was, I was buying any semi-competitive Shuckle and breeding them with other Shuckles or other bug-type Pokemon or other Dittos. And I was planning to buy every Shuckle possible and go catch Shuckles, because I was buying Shuckles so fast off the GTL that I actually couldn't keep up. So I had to go catch my own Shuckles. The market couldn't keep up. There wasn't enough Shuckles coming to the game. So I had to buy all the semi-competitive Shuckles whenever I could, and I would spend my days. My plan was, it was supposed to be a 2-year-long journey was the goal, to be done in 2 years, which I've had similar 2-year-long journeys on RuneScape. But the plan was to buy every Shuckle breeder off the GTL and then catch as many Shuckle breeders as possible, and hopefully one day be able to breed a semi-competitive or competitive shiny Shuckle. But what happened was, after 105 rock smashes in the Safari Zone, I believe I did 30 or 60 encounters off stream, and then I streamed up until the 105. I forget the math on it. I think I was getting 10 encounters per half hour or 20 minutes or something. It was I was getting so few encounters per hour, less than 30 encounters per hour, for sure, maybe 30, but that's the max. But at 105 rock smashes, at 105 encounters, I encountered this shiny Shuckle on stream casually while I'm playing RuneScape, and I look over and I still can't believe to this day that I saw it before it came, before I heard the noise, because the chances of that were so low. The chances of everything in this entire situation were so unfathomably slow, or not slow, but so unfathomably unreal. It is insane. They were so unfathomably low. The chances of everything lining up. So what lined up was the shiny Shuckle encounter at 105 rock smashes. The fact that I got it on stream when I wasn't streaming that much at this point. The fact that I caught it is absolutely insane. These 3 things just made this so astronomically unlikely to happen. So the chance of me, I remember calculating this. The chance of me encountering this Shuckle was around 0.01%. And then the chance of me catching this Shuckle was also around 0.01%. And the chance of me streaming on top of that, I have no idea what the percentage chance of that was, but add that on top. It was probably like a 10% chance, would be my guess, but that's a total guess. Absolutely insane that all of those things lined up, and I caught this Shuckle on the 4th ball. If you haven't seen my reaction to this Shuckle and catching it in the Safari Zone in the wild, I'll try to link that in the description below. It's really cringy, but it's very genuine and one of the rawest moments of my life, and just so lucky. It is probably, I've had a crazy life, but this is probably the statistically luckiest thing to ever happen to me, which is insane. But yeah, that could have a whole video on its own, and then Hoppip could also have a whole video on its own. I also plan to just leave my Shuckle as is and kind of leave it fossilized per se, and just not train it or breed it. I would love to one day breed for another shiny Shuckle and have a competitive shiny Shuckle, but I'd never want to get rid of this Safari Ball, and I never want to get rid of this Met in the Safari Zone. I think it's so cool. On to Hoppip. Hoppip could also deserve its own video. I spent the most hours in the game by far trying to shiny hunt Hoppip. It was just the easiest shiny out of the Pokemon that I loved to hunt, and I have just spent so many hours, so many days straight, so many energy drinks, so much Mountain Dew hunting for this Hoppip, and I just can't believe that the fact that I got it on stream, and the fact that I almost lost it on stream. I'll also link that video. I'll just link the shiny compilation of all of my reactions to all of these shinies. I have the live reaction for Shuckle and Hoppip. I don't have it for Stunfisk because I wasn't streaming at the time. I was taking a break. And then Deerling I also don't have. So Deerling is a pretty quick, pretty interesting story. The rest are pretty quick compared to these 3. These are the 3 Titans. And it is incredible that I got my 3 favorite Pokemon back to back to back as shinies. Like, just insane. Absolutely unreal. The fact that I was able to, and I remember once I got all 3 of these, I was like, what do I do now? Like, what shinies do I hunt? Like, I guess Surskit, because that's like a very nice 4th place, but these are like, I'm done PokeMMO. Like, these are my 3 Titans. Like, these are my kings that I always wanted and love so much. Okay. But Deerling's a pretty interesting one. So Deerling, pretty quick one. Deerling is a really cool Pokemon. Kind of? I don't know. I actually wanted Vanillite is the funny thing. So I actually wanted Vanillite. There is a spawn that only happens in winter, a 5 Vanillite spawn. So I was shiny hunting that on stream a lot, and I believe it took me around 43k encounters for this, which was my first shiny overrate after the super long dry spree for a while. Basically, what happened was I went super dry on shinies for 8 years or whatever, and then I got super lucky on Shuckle, and then all of my RNG has kind of reset, where now I basically get a shiny every 30k encounters. It's kind of back on rate. Obviously, that's just in my head, and that's just what it seems to be so far. But that's just the mental behind it, and kind of the RNG reset, the RNG evening out over time. But this Deerling's an interesting one. I was actually hunting for shiny Vanillite because I love Vanillix as a comp Pokemon, and I'm not sure if I would have kept it Vanillite or evolved it into Vanillux. It kind of depends on how good the IVs were, probably. But I caught this Deerling instead on accident, but it's pretty cute, and I was talking to my girlfriend on Discord at the time when I got it, so kind of reminds me of her, so kind of cute. Pretty happy with that shiny, even though it's not a Vanillite. I will go back one day for a Vanillite, so hopefully my luck changes and I do get a Vanillite instead of a second Deerling. That would suck. Surskit's an interesting Pokemon because I actually wanted to hunt for Surskit before Deerling because I cared about it more, or before Vanillite, excuse me, because I cared about it more. But you could only hunt Vanillite during the winter season in PokeMMO, so I could only hunt specifically during that month, during that time frame for Vanillite. So I had to kind of use my time while I could and hunt for that Pokemon while I could and put the Surskit hunt off for a little bit. There's also a huge break in time between my Deerling catch and my Surskit catch. So I caught Deerling on April 27th, 2 days before my birthday, April 27th, 2021, and then I caught Surskit on the 9th, what is that, September 10th, 2021. So after I caught this Deerling, I actually took a huge break from the game, and I needed to finish a goal on RuneScape, and then I finished that, and I kind of just took a big break from all grinding games. I'm not showing the dates properly, sorry. I took a big break from grinding games in general at that point, because I had just been grinding for so many years. So I took that break, came back, rehunted, got my shiny Surskit, etc., etc. So I finally got my Surskit. Was pretty happy with that after putting it off for the Vanillite hunt. And then I was kind of lost. At that point, I was like, I don't really know what to hunt. I made a huge notepad document. I actually still have the notepad document of like all shinies I might want to hunt one day. And I probably will hunt all of them at some point. We'll see. There's a lot of Pokemon though. And then I was like, I really want Exceldor, mostly just because I love bug-type Pokemon, and Exceldor looks so cool shiny, dude. I really do like Exceldor. He's a very, very cool Pokemon, very underrated. Bug is my favorite type. He's an NU Pokemon. I would love to one day, there's a couple different competitive shiny teams I would love to build one day. One day, I would love to get a Mono-type Bug shiny team. That'd be really cool, all shiny team. And then I would love to get a NU shiny team, which I'm kind of close to NU. I have the Quagsire. That's about it. That's how close I am. I don't know, pretty cool. I basically did, this was a pretty simple hunt. I hunted for Karrablast. I think I got it at around 25,000 encounters. I was able to get the live reaction. I got it really early morning one day. It did come out with the right nature, which is really cool. It has the nature. It's female, but it's missing special attack and speed, which are the two big IVs that it needs. But really, really cool Pokemon. Very, very fast Pokemon. I think it has a 145 base stat speed, and then has a decent special attack. Very fast, special attacking, sweeping type Pokemon. Really cool. Let's go ahead and move on to Minccino. So Minccino was actually another accident Pokemon. I was hunting for shiny Trubbish at the time. I love Trubbish. I love Garbodor. I love a lot of the meme Pokemon, I guess. I don't know why. I'm a bit of a hipster in that regard. I can't really help it, unfortunately. I tried to resist, but I can't help it. I love Trubbish. But unfortunately, I got Minccino, but that's okay. A lot of the shinies that I've hunted, I've gotten... I'm trying to think. There's I guess there's three, I think. Three, yeah. There's 3 shinies that I've hunted that had a chance to get the wrong Pokemon or the shiny that I didn't want. The 3 of them being Deerling, Minccino, and then Surskit. Surskit was the one that I want, so I was lucky with that. It was Surskit or Maril. I do want Maril one day, though. And then Deerling was between Deerling and Vanillite, and then Minccino was between Minccino and Trubbish. And unfortunately, I got Minccino. It's still a cute little pink mouse. I mean, I have a couple pink shinies now, so maybe I'll just start a pink shiny collection. I'm pretty happy with that. But I definitely wish it was Trubbish, and I'll be going back for Trubbish one day. Pretty simple. And I just like Trubbish. Really simple Pokemon. This one's a little cooler. Quagsire. I also got Minccino around... I forget the encounters. I know it was above 20k. I want to say it was around 27k. I don't remember at all, actually. I don't remember the encounter, but maybe 22k? Something like that. Anyway, on to Quagsire. So I actually caught this Quagsire recently as a Wooper, and I have a video talking about it because it was the first shiny Pokemon that I've ever bred. Let alone like a shiny OT, and I was very scared. So for those who don't know, to breed a shiny OT, you really need it to be female, and then you know, I wanted to make it a competitive Pokemon. Thankfully, the Wooper that I caught had sassy nature, which is like workable. It's not the best. You prefer like relaxed or maybe like brave. But my thing speed is actually good because I want to put it into a Trick Room team. And then the IVs, it had, I actually forget what the Wooper had. I feel like the Wooper had 31 attack, and then I rolled for 31 special defense, or maybe it was vice versa. I'm not sure. But I got really lucky with the IVs. It had decent HP. Quagsire only needs 4 stats: HP, attack, defense, and special defense. And I'm super lucky to have a pretty decent nature, decent HP, really good attack, solid defense, and then really good special defense. So I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty lucky. I really couldn't ask for more. Like, I kind of wish the HP was maybe higher, but I don't know. That's ridiculous to ask. Really great Pokemon. The low speed is actually really good in Trick Room. Really happy, really lucky to have this. It was the first shiny that I ever caught that was even like remotely close to be able to be bred into a shiny. I guess as opposed to Shuckle could actually be bred into a shiny. It's honestly really close. It has 31 HP. It has 20 plus defense. It just needs special defense and nature, but I don't want to ever breed this thing, so that's my reasoning behind that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy to finally have my first like really solid / really decent shiny competitive Pokemon. A lot of times you have to skimp on shiny competitive Pokemon and kind of go for worse IVs, but this is actually like a pretty great one. So yeah, that basically covers everything for now, I guess. Pretty long video, 20 minutes or so, but there's a lot to talk about, I guess, with all of these shinies took, some took hundreds of hours, thousands of hours, some took a couple hours. Like, I got the Wooper at 6K encounters, which is pretty insane, but I would love to one day make a video talking about Hoppip and Shuckle specifically, because those are absolutely insane, and there's so much to talk about with those, and I really did skimp a lot of information. But that's my current shiny collection. I hope you guys liked this video and liked hearing my insights on it and hearing some stories behind them. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave comments, questions, concerns. Let me know what shiny you guys are hunting right now, or what's your favorite shiny in the comments below. Go ahead and leave those comments. I'd really, really appreciate that. And subscribe for more daily PokeMMO content to learn about the game, hear about my story, get guides on the game, how to make money, how to PvP, how to shiny hunt effectively, and whatever information I can offer you guys. I'm going to try to make a video about that. Join the Discord link below and check out all of the playlist links below for guides and PvP and everything in a playlist nice format. But thank you guys so much. Have an absolutely incredible day. Peace and love from Petrowski.